Welcome everyone, I hope you have a great day out here. Scrembo from Emotional Crypto Trading talking about optimism price prediction for 2024. Actually, we're just about 6, 7, 8 days, 10 days around the corner for the new year, and we are portraying numbers for a cryptocurrency which is actually having $1.1 billion volume for the past 24 hours. I'm not sure whether you can imagine that or not, but optimism has been going all-time high, which is the case for some cryptocurrencies, and that's a surprising situation for the current market context. Keeping in mind the fact that we are just at the beginnings, it seems like certain cryptocurrencies have been advancing and outcompeting the majority of the altcoins, so we're actually putting out a question how all these ones are going to perform in the bull market if they're already sitting in an all-time high. Think about it, guys. This is a very important element to consider, especially about the nature of the market, which is constantly very, very dynamic. What you see here is clearly an aspect where the markets are no longer pumping and portraying on spotlight effect the same cryptocurrencies just like in the previous cycles. We do have quite some of them appearing new which are having much better effect. For Optimism side, our price prediction video is getting into the point. Make sure to follow me if you enjoy these videos. We have daily predictions just like this, as well price prediction episodes for 2024 strictly. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit that like button. At the same time, we have trading videos, including in the short sector, right? You know, there's a lot of the tradings going on out here that you can actually participate. You will be able to see my live trades as well. You can, by the way, join my bot for you trading, which is completely done for you. No prior fee, only commission from the pure profits made. It's quite simple and straight to the point. Commissions are paid by you every 7 days, and we work based on that. As well, the one-on-one coaching program for anyone out there looking to be serious about this space and transforming this opportunity of the bull market into a financial freedom movement. So stick with me till the end of the video where we're going to dive into the topics. Now, optimism has been going through all-time high by yesterday. Today, it's pretty much following the sentiment of the market, which is not an issue at the end of the time. We're actually considering the fact that at the time I've been making the video out here in the past about optimism, there is another video on my channel. We were actually talking about levels of 1.618 Fibonacci extension. We were talking about the possibility of getting stuck for a period of time between the zigzag area of the extensions, 1.272, 1.414, which is exactly what has happened. We got into the zigzag form over there, but at the same time, we've been very, very well supported by the bulls, keeping up with the 20 days moving average line, which is the red one, and following through by completing breakouts without rejection. This is something that usually you don't see for cryptocurrencies that are sitting in the crypto market for 5, 6, 7 years. They've been around in the previous bull markets as well. You don't see them pumping without rejections. You don't see them having an order book and a specific market order type of activity that lacks basically presence from the bears. Usually they have a very, very well balanced order books compared to the other cryptocurrencies that are most likely new. I mean, we're talking about Optimism, which is up on Binance since 2022, right? So usually Binance is a very good representation when does a cryptocurrency goes mainstream on the exchanges side and the volume side. Now, it keeps up very, very well at the end of the day with the increase. Something that I'd like to share with you is how does the force react as soon as we got above the cloud of and short volume weighted average price along the way with a 1.618 representation. This is a level to consider. The $2.5 right there represent no panic. This is just amazing, guys. When you see that on a crypto like this or many other cryptos offering that kind of a language, it's just another proof of the force hiding behind, which is obviously not completed when the charts are looking like that. There's still more to go around it. Now, considering the ability of the space to continue higher, we have been portraying the fact that the 2.618 once again has reacted successfully. When we were taking the liquidity box from the two major high structures that were also complying with the upper volume weighted average price on the end short side, a very important indication for the moment, we are keeping up very, very strong. So Optimism is obviously a crypto that's going to get into the double digits area. It's no longer a surprise. It's no longer a question mark around that. It's just about a question of time. When are we going to see it in that area? It's not an easy job to be doing it in the upcoming weeks for sure. I mean, the probabilities out there to get about $10 in the upcoming weeks are pretty low, having in mind that we actually started back in the day in October, and we are up since that of 203%. So it's a decent movement, of course. It's not one of those 600-700 movements, all coins that we have seen all around the corner, but at the same time is not part of that category that did 60 to 70% movements. However, now as we have entered in the all-time high, the only thing that Optimism needs is the external input that should comply as well with the nature of a price discovery methodology, right? So that's basically a type of trading structure that requires a certain environment for the cryptocurrency to push very, very hard. Now, what does it mean pushing very, very hard? Well, I'd like to share with you that if we are taking it to the highs, we are going to talk about three levels out here, which are very important. The 3.618, the 4, and then the round number 5, which is also a conjunction of three major sort of a way extension lines that are pretty much unique in the way they're positioned. The 4.236 cannot be discovered in any other place than this specific 4.236. This is also forcing a connection with the $5 level. Now, as we already know about these round numbers, how do they act? Especially that $5 is the level that is making the distance, the border between the 10 and the $0, right? So it's what people consider a psychological barrier for market continuation. And as soon as they find themselves above $5, they will target $10. Meanwhile, as soon as they find themselves below $5, they most likely hunt that $5 mark in order to talk about much bigger levels before talking about a $10. So it's a really meaningful level where there's a bunch of conjunction going around. And that's something significant, folks. There's 56% to go from the current price action to that level. Not a big time. I mean, this is definitely possible to be achieved in a month, for example. It's also very important to see the market context, due to the fact that you need to keep in mind that the crypto space will also retrace, will also create a downtrending channel, which can easily consist 1, 2, 3 weeks of activity and clear domination by the bears, starting from Bitcoin, going down the way into the major alts, and then following through the other altcoins elsewhere that are performing. So that thing is a necessity, and it's pretty much starting to be expected. So once again, you got to be careful with the numbers you're actually dealing with. That's it on the Optimism side. For those of you that would like to participate in my trades, you can definitely do it. We have option number 1 with no prior fee, only commission from the profits achieved based on pure performance. Commission is paid by you every 7 days, and we perform the trading through API trading permission. We can work on a lot of the exchanges, on a lot of the ways. As well, I'd like to dedicate a minute right here for anyone that is aiming to become a financial free person, which means that the concept of financial freedom represents to have sufficient surplus to minimize the stress and the difficulties around finances, and have the ability basically to work with your resources in order to generate more and more resources on that. And that means to have sort of a way large amounts. Now, obviously, for any person, it is different, the concept of a large amount. But what I'm speaking about is that the mechanism behind is actually very valuable. So right now, the crypto space is in a shape where it offers us the possibility to learn about it, have enough time for this, and jump into the bull market with the proper weapons in order to execute those actions that are financially beneficial. So this is a one-on-one coaching with me where I'll take you by hand and teach you how to trade intensively by going through the language of the market, psychological levels, psychology as well, mindset of the trader, rules, risk management strategies, concepts, indicators. Simply said, I'm walking through the entire process that is needed for someone to be equipped in order to trade correctly. As well, we do live trading, we are doing homework exercises. So it is a coaching program which is making sure you are capable at the end to perform on your own as well. You get lifetime support on email. So that's it on the topic. You can find out more details by having a free call with me of 15 minutes or check out the video with all the explanations. Register now for more details and have a good time. All the links can be found in the description area and comments area, so make sure to subscribe to the channel, folks. There's a bunch of useful information, I believe so. As well, like the video and enjoy.